Ladies and gentlemen, GoFundMe is facing investigations in a number of states: Florida, Texas, Missouri, West Virginia. So here's an article. CBS News is just covering it right now. GoFundMe investigated for blocking donations. We're talking $10 million just because you disagree with a political viewpoint, or because Justin Trudeau influences your organization, or Joe Biden influences your organization. You can't take money from people, then return the money while taking a percentage. So that's what they've also been accused of. $10 million, and they take a fraction of a percent as a processing fee, but they return the money. Why? Only because they don't like a political viewpoint. That's it. And it's just that this is why Elon Musk called GoFundMe professional thieves. So just really quickly, we'll start it with Elon Musk. Elon Musk GoFundMe professional thieves for withholding $10 million from demonstrators in Canada. Okay, God bless the people of Canada who are peacefully standing up for democracy. Tesla founder Elon Musk slammed GoFundMe for hypocrisy after the fundraising site cut ties with a convoy of truckers in Canada. God bless you. Okay, double standard, quipped Musk on Twitter while sharing a screenshot of a June 2020 tweet GoFundMe posted in support of Seattle's lawless Capitol Hill occupied protest, an autonomous zone where a whole bunch of criminal activity took place. I believe I believe one person's life or two people's lives were lost. So if you could believe this, they're okay with what happened in Seattle, but they're not okay with what's happening in Canada. So if you're starting a political organization, start a political organization. If you're starting a tech company, start a tech company. Don't merge the two, because we all see what's going on. The double standard is unbelievable. So Elon Musk is right. They are professional thieves if they're going to just allow one political viewpoint to obtain or acquire or raise funds while trying to stifle another political viewpoint. Okay, so that's a New York Post article. But here let's just read CBS News. GoFundMe investigated for blocking donations to Canadian truckers, and God bless you. 4 states are investigating GoFundMe after the fundraising service banned donations to an organization. Okay, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton said on Wednesday that his office will investigate GoFundMe for blocking withholding donations already made to the platform through its site. Removing the campaign from the site could violate the state's Deceptive Practices Act. You can't simply allow, so they knew what the demonstration in Canada was about. They accepted initially, and this is, I think, what the problem is. They initially accepted millions upon millions of dollars. And I'm not exactly sure if they take a cut of when you donate the money, but they sure almost certainly took a cut or a percentage or a commission or a fee when the money was returned. So they made money off of siding against the good people of Canada. And then they helped a political side in Seattle and perhaps definitely throughout the country in the summer of 2020. So you can, if you want to say, well, it's a private organization, okay, but you were engaging in deceptive practices. They knew money was going into GoFundMe accounts for demonstrators, peaceful demonstrators in Canada. They knew that. They allowed the money, and then they were influenced either by Trudeau or media or Biden, or somebody influenced them. And then they reversed course and then said, well, you know what? we're just going to go ahead and return the money and take a fee. Hit subscribe to this channel right now, by the way. I'll have a live stream tonight at around 8:39 p.m. Pacific. Be here for the live stream. Inflation through the roof. What did I tell you, everybody? What have I been telling everyone? The stock market crashed today. It's going to collapse, unfortunately. I don't want it to happen, but I've been predicting this since my Federalist article last October. Everything that I've been saying is slowly taking place. Now they're talking about a 50 basis point, 0.5% increase in March, and they're talking about 5 to 6 to 7 increases this year. The market cannot withstand this. There's almost $1 trillion in margin. Over $800 billion in margin. And all the people who thought the past couple of weeks was a return to normal, I mean, we're going to see the same volatility, but we're going to see the 2,000 to 3,000 point drops in the Dow. Bitcoin will unfortunately get to 10,000. I don't want that to happen, but it will. The whole thing's going to collapse. We're heading into a recession. Elon Musk predicted that as well. And so you'll have the inflation information below in the description as well. But I want to read you, quote, GoFundMe, so we'll get back to this, but hit subscribe to this channel. Hit subscribe to the Stock Market Crash channel. I'll have a segment on the stock market crash right now. And be here for the live stream tonight at around 8:39 p.m. Quote, GoFundMe's response to a conservative movement should ring alarm bells to anyone using the donation platform, and more broadly, any American wanting to protect their constitutional rights. Attorney General Ken Paxton said in a statement, many Texans donate to this worthy cause. I am acting to protect Texas consumers so they know that their hard-earned money is going where their hard-earned money is going, rather than allow GoFundMe to divert money to another cause without the consent of Texas citizens. So you can't run an organization that you know is the reason for the organization to exist, the tech company to exist, is that it funnels donations, or allows people to get donations for a specific cause. But you can't pick and choose a political side, especially when people in Texas, in West Virginia, in places throughout the country are donating. And you can't side with one political movement while opposing another political movement, or arbitrarily, you can't do that. I mean, that's not part of sound business practices. You then become a political organization. You then become either a super PAC or a part of the Democratic Party, which is essentially what it is. But if you're going to go into the political arena, then you become a super PAC, or you have to. There's a huge difference between just a tech company and a super PAC. Huge difference. Or a political organization. So you have to decide if you're actually going to just do business and allow anyone to donate for any cause, or you are a super PAC, or you are aligned with the Democratic Party, or you're easily influenced whenever your favorite candidate or political side tells you, hey, don't accept donations from this group or that group. Okay? Because you look at what's taking place in Canada, nobody's committing a crime. Like, nobody's committing a crime. I mean, compared to what took place in Seattle, which was literally like they were taking over city blocks. And you want to talk about a revolt, or you want to talk about, this police weren't allowed in the area that demonstrators took over in Seattle. That's not the case. The two things are completely different, yet GoFundMe sided with one political viewpoint and not the other. And so there are a whole bunch of legal issues with this, and the fact, I think, that they took the money initially So it's a fraud for GoFundMe to commandeer $9 million in donations sent to support truckers and to give it to causes of their own choosing. Now, if they're giving that money to causes of their own choosing, that's a huge problem. I will work with Ashley Moody to investigate these deceptive practices. These donors should be given a refund. So West Virginia Attorney General Patrick Morrissey also said GoFundMe's initial plan to redirect money, okay, violated state law and asked residents to report any deceptive acts or practices. So, this is unbelievable. GoFundMe initially said it would give supporters of the now defunct campaign, which raised nearly $8 million, until February 19th to request refunds. Oh my God. Could you imagine if you just, you don't know what's going on, you gave money, and they're not going to refund you past the 19th? It also said it would direct any remaining donations to credible and established charities chosen by... What? What are you... Then they're like, oh, well, we're going to redirect the money. It's not for you to decide. It's not for you to decide. It's not for GoFundMe to decide. This is the problem with morally superior liberal Democrats or liberal ideologues in any country. Their ideas oftentimes don't resonate with the public unless they have every single tech company, algorithm, GoFundMe organization, Jimmy Kimmel, all of late night, Washington Post, New York Times, every publication out there. Then they say, well, reality has a liberal bias. Well, if that's the case, well, why is inflation through the roof right now? Wealth inequality the disparity will increase. The problems pertaining to wealth inequality will exacerbate and grow exponentially. You have the poverty rate will increase. So is that also reality having a liberal bias? Fossil fuels are at an all-time high. Why is that? If climate change was one of the biggest priorities of the Biden administration, now fossil fuels are at an all-time high. Oil is going to go way past $100 per barrel. Now you have inflation at 7.5% increase year over year. Are you kidding me? And then according to Peter Schiff, it's 15%. Real inflation. And so you're going to have the market completely tank. You have labor shortages in key industries. You have supply chain breakdowns. And you pump $10 trillion into the economy because reality has a liberal bias. And now the whole thing's coming crashing down because reality has a liberal bias. Anyway, give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. I'll be back tonight at around 8 o'clock, 8:30 p.m. Pacific for the live stream. Be there. Thank you.